Good morning, y'all. How are you guys Oh, what was I going with that? I hope you guys are having a great day. There we go. It is Friday, no work day. As you can tell, homegirl got a haircut. I've got a ball, basically. I was planning on just doing a trim, but I was like, you know what? I haven't gotten short in a while, and it'd be a lot healthier if I just get it majorly cut. So, hey, I've got short hair again. It's also really curly. My stepdad's like, did you get a perm? I'm like, no, I have natural curly hair. Why would I need a perm? Or why would I get a perm if I have naturally curly hair? No, it's just really curly now because of how short it is. And it's just healthier when it's like this, so it's got more volume. We're gonna enhance it with this stuff. I love Garnier Fructis products. They're the best. Recommend to any curly-haired girl or boy that if you got this much curl, then I recommend it. This stuff is fabulous. And it tames the beast a bit, so. Supposed to go out today because we have doctor's appointments. I have chiropractor. I was gonna have my neurologist. This has been rescheduled so many times because I have to get my prescriptions refilled. Well, temporarily, as long as they're able to give me medicine for my epilepsy, then we Gucci keen, but I really do need to get in, but it's been rescheduled again because, unfortunately, our doc, Dr. K, he got sick, so, I mean, he's just as human as the rest of us, all the people in the medical field. I applaud you, I really do, because I don't know how you guys are keeping up with all the crap that's going on in every country right now, so I thank you. Every single one of you. I'm so grateful for medical doctors, even throughout the years. But for real, they're just as human as we are, and they can get sick too. So that's been rescheduled. Zachary has his neurologist to go to. He's got a different one because of his financial speaking, his medical card. He has a different doctor versus Mom and I. So Mom and I are going to a different day. Don't know when. Who knows? That's up in the air right now. Anyway, I'm going to show you outside because the roads are kind of messed up right now. And I don't know when we're going to get out because I'll show you guys in just a second. Hang on a minute, I'm turning you around. Because of all this, like, honey. And the roads are kind of slick right now. So we've probably got like 3 or 4 inches or something like that. I don't know. But all this white stuff came back again. Ugh, winter, y'all. I hate it. I hate it. I'm not a fan. I used to like this. I used to like winter when I was a kid, playing in the snow. But now it's just a pain in the rear. Unless you guys like snow, I personally do not. Oh, you know what? I can keep. It's cold. Shut it. Anyway, so yeah, the roads are kind of slick right now. Hopefully, it'll get cleared out. So, sun maybe will melt some, and then we'll put some more salt. Focus. There we go. I don't know why I did. I was gonna brush it out, brush my curls out. Anyway, so that's what I have to do today. This week was prayer week. We did go Sunday, of course, and Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday we worked long days, so we didn't get to go, but I did pray while I was at home. Now and throughout the day, and then Friday and Saturday supposed to, but I don't know how well it's going to be at the church, if it's going to be plowed or not. Well, they might get it out today or tomorrow. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. So either we're gonna reschedule and I'll be here vlogging. If not, you probably won't see me till later tonight. I don't know. Either way, we'll see. You can tell Scoodles is in the background here. Scoodles! He's bathing himself. It's a good thing it's not really focusing on him, and because no, we don't need to see him bathing himself. But anyway, he came up. I heard him yowling while I was in the shower, and I was like, oh, it's Scoodles. I thought at first it was Mom yelling up the stairs, but it wasn't. It was the cat. Anyway, I was like, oh shoot. And I came in, he was laying on my bed inside my sheets. I hate when he does that because then he gets cat litter in my bed. I'm like, gross, cat. Often have to. I got rid of one cat before. Previously, I didn't say get rid of, but I had a cat, his sister, in here all the time because she was naughty. So, and she was a one-person cat, so she was my cat. So I had her in here and in the cat box. Not greatest on my allergies, but anyway, she would always lay all over my bed, and so I would always have to get the bed washed and stuff at least once a week. Now, was I consistent on it? No, but now I've got another cat on my bed, so I'm gonna have to do that often more, is to wash the bed because my allergies. But anyway, that is that. It's an update. My week was okay. It's exhausting because we had a new client, so I had to do that his house within 2 days. It was Tuesday and Wednesday that we did his house. His house isn't hard. It's just, you know, detail cleaning. It's hard. So he was very appreciative. It also is nice that he's a Christian as well, older gentleman. So he's a nice guy. I really like him. So I think we're a good fit. And then the rest of the week, this is considered our lighter week, but it doesn't seem like it because we had 4 houses yesterday on Thursday. Tuesday we had 3. And Wednesday we had 3. Anyways. So they're just kind of long days, but I'm tired waking up at what, 6, either 5 or 6 in the morning. It's always a joy. So anyway, yeah, so I'm just getting myself going, and I don't know what time I'll see you guys, but we'll see you when I see you. Hopefully around Bible time later. If not, I don't know. We might continue this for tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Whew, I am back. I ate. I went outside, shoveled a bunch of snow off de-ice, put some salt down on the sidewalks, got snow off the vehicles. My brother helped me, my mom helped me as well. And I'm tired. As much as I put so many layers on, I had my sweater and my leg warmers and my new gloves that I got that are what are they? They warm you up. Battery packed. Anyway, they heat up. Heated gloves, there we go. Well, no matter what, I was just shoveling so much snow. I'm hot. I had to turn the fan on. My video, one of my videos is up, so you can go check that out. It's called The African Life Part 2. I'm trying to upload as much as possible before Mom starts school, because when that happens, I won't be able to upload as much. So, I apologize ahead of time. That's why I'm trying to upload as much as possible now, or I can't do anything. Whew, I'm wet back here. I'm sweating. You see how flush my face is. Whew. How cold it is. It's below freezing and I'm just sweating. Pardon me. Anyway, it's everybody's favorite time of the vlog. Bible time. Bible time. And we were in... Are we in James now? Yes, we're in James. Chapter 2. Hopefully I can get this in before I have to leave. I'm supposed to be leaving by now, but snow had slowed that down. Anyway, it gives me time to do Bible time with you. Warning against prejudice. Ooh, interesting. My dear brothers and sisters, how can you claim to have faith in your glorious Lord Jesus Christ if you favor some people over others? For example, suppose someone comes into your meeting dressed in fancy clothes and expensive jewelry, and another comes in who is poor and dressed in dirty clothes. If you give special attention and good seat to the rich person, but you say to the poor one, "You can stand over there or else sit on the floor," well, doesn't this discrimination show that your judgments are guided by evil motives? Listen to me, dear brothers and sisters. Hasn't God chosen the poor in this world to be rich in faith? Aren't they the ones who inherit the kingdom he promised to those who love him? But you dishonor the poor. Isn't it the rich who oppress and drag you into court? Aren't they the ones who slander Jesus Christ, whose noble name you bear? Some rich words there we've got to chomp on. Yes, indeed, it is good when you obey the royal law as found in the scriptures. Love your neighbor as yourself. But if you favor some people over others, you are committing a sin. You are guilty of breaking the law. You're supposed to love everyone despite nationality, despite gender, despite whatever it is. You're supposed to love everyone and simply pray for them, those who are disobedient to God. Don't live by God's rules. Simply just have to pray for them. It's not always easy, but you gotta do it anyway. For the person who keeps all the laws except one is as guilty as a person who has broken all of God's laws. For the same God who said you must not commit adultery also said you must not murder. So if you murder someone but do not commit adultery, you have still broken the law. So whatever you say or whatever you do, remember that you will be judged by the law that sets you free. There will be no mercy for those who have not shown mercy to others. But if you have been merciful, God will be merciful when he judges you. Faith without God, good deeds is dead. What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say that you have faith but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing. Excuse me. Sorry for that interruption back there, but that was hours ago. It is evening, basically, and I have no idea where I left off. I guess I'll figure that out. So sorry about that. But went out, had our doctor's appointments, went out to eat, blah, 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 did a few errands, and then we're back. So, sorry about my crazy hair. It's always crazy, but I don't know. Anyway, that's irrelevant. Another... time is it? It's almost 5. Another hour and a half will be leaving to go to the church, as long as it's plowed out. I think it will be, to go for prayer night. But in the meantime, I'll be doing reading the rest of this, so I might be repeating myself. Doesn't matter, does it? Faith without good deeds is dead. What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say, "Goodbye and have a good day, stay warm and eat well." But then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? So you see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless. Now someone may argue, some people have faith, others have good deeds. But I say, how can you show me your faith if you don't have good deeds? I will show you my faith by my good deeds. You say you have faith, for you believe that there is one God. Good for you. Even the demons believe this, and they tremble in terror. How foolish. Can't you see that faith without good deeds is useless? Don't you remember that our ancestor Abraham was shown to be right with God by his actions when he offered his son Isaac on the altar? You see, his faith and his actions worked together. His actions made his faith complete. And so it happened, just as the scriptures say, Abraham believed God, and God counted him as righteous because of his faith. He was even called the friend of God. So you see, we are shown to be right with God by what we do, not by faith alone. Rahab the Prostitute is another example. She was shown to be right with God by her actions when she said, "These messengers sent them safely away by a different road." Just as the body is dead without breath, so also faith is dead without good deed works. So that is chapter 2. We'll be reading chapter 3 next time, and it's called Controlling the Tongue. Which isn't always easy to do, I gotta admit. You know what? Actually, let's go ahead and read it now since I have plenty of time. chapter 3. Dear brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers in the church, for we who teach will be judged more strictly. That is another thing I read about, and I was like, because I am a teacher, I was like, and God has put me into a teaching position, I was like, do I really want to do this? Because, you know, what it says, we will be judged more strictly. So we gotta really control the tongue. Indeed, we will make many mistakes, for if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every way. We can make a large horse go wherever we want by a means of a small bit in its mouth. And a small rudder makes a huge ship turn whenever the pilot chooses to go, even though the winds are strong. In the same way, the tongue is a small thing that makes grand speeches, but a tiny spark of fire. It is a whole world of wickedness, corrupting your entire body. It can set your whole life on fire, for it is set on fire by hell itself. People can tame all kinds of animals, birds, reptiles, and fish, but no one can tame the tongue. It is restless and evil, full of deadly poison. Sometimes it praises our Lord and Father, and sometimes it curses those who have been made in the image of God. And so blessing and cursing some come pouring out of the same mouth. Surely, my brothers and sisters, that is not right. Does a spring of water bubble out with both fresh and bitter water? No. Does a fig tree produce olives or a grapevine produce figs? No. And you can't draw fresh water from a salty spring. Sidebar called Say What? Or Say What? According to James, the tongue is a small thing that makes a grand speeches, but a tiny spark can set a great forest on fire. According to James chapter 3, verse 5. So what you say and what you don't say are both important. Proper speech is not only saying the right words at the right time, but also controlling your desire to say what you shouldn't. Especially on social media. So that, for me personally, I've always been controlling myself, what I post and what I don't post. And so even though I might post some things, and I try to be positive as much as possible. I don't post things that are controversial, I guess you could say. Even though I'm against a lot of things in this world, I prefer not to say certain things, because is it really worth saying? No. Because overall, people are going to say what they want, and they're going to disagree what they want. Yes, there might be times I might post something that is disagreeable with this world, but I will back it up with scripture, and I will not back down as far as what is biblical. If it's biblical, then yes, I will say it. But if people we need to all agree to disagree is what we need to, and control the tongue and control what we say, just in general. Proper speech is not only saying the right words at the right time, but also controlling your desire what you shouldn't. Examples of wrongly wishing the tongue include gossip, putting others down, bragging, manipulating, false teaching, exaggerating, complaining, flattering, and lying. Some of those things I do have trouble with, and I do try to work on those things, and we all should, honestly. Before you speak, you might ask, is it true, is it necessary, and is it kind? True wisdom comes from God. If you are wise and understand God's ways, prove it by living an honorable life, doing good works with the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you are bitterly jealous and there is a selfish ambition in your heart, don't cover up the truth with boasting and lying. For jealousy and selfishness are not God's kind of wisdom. Such things are earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For wherever there is jealousy and selfish ambitions, there you will find disorder and evil of every kind. Don't we see that in the world today? But the wisdom from above is first of all pure. It is also peace-loving, gentle at all times, and willing to yield to others. It is full of mercy and good deeds. It shows no favoritism and is always sincere. And those who are peacemakers will plant seeds of peace and reap a harvest of righteousness. that is one of the things I do strive to do, is to find a sense of peace in this world, in this corrupted world that we do live in. I try to be one of those people that are more of the peacemaker instead of always a grumbler or someone that just stirs up trouble, basically. I've always been that type of person that's always not been kind to others and sweet, and I can't say innocent, but you know what I mean. Try to stay out of trouble. I don't like to stir up problems, and I guess you could say I'm a pacifist in some ways. I don't really want to be in the midst of everything. Now I know there are times to speak up, but there are also times to back up and say no. And God has working on me the past couple years to work through these situations that are troubling me, instead of just spouting out whatever we want just because we can. Is it the right thing to do? Are we supposed to say this? No. We really gotta think, what would Jesus do? The sign WWJD, what would Jesus do? Should we actually say these things? Should we actually do these things? I'm like, and if you feel that conviction in your heart, then you know already you are not supposed to do that. And I'm like, yeah, should I be doing that? No. So we really gotta think and pray about these things instead of just spouting out garbage all the time. So that is my advice to you. Let's see, anything else going on? I think I have some editing to do. Well, actually, I got other chores to do, so I probably should do those. I don't know. Do I have time to do it? I don't even know what time it is. Phone. Oh, shoot, my phone's downstairs. I don't know if I have time to vacuum. Maybe. If not, I'll be doing it tomorrow. I do have to go to the bathroom. TMI. But anyway. So, you survived, by the way, going on to our road. Some of it has melted. The highway is always dealt with, so we don't have no problems with that. But our road is treacherous at times, so. And it's just gonna get colder. My heart goes out to those who have been suffering in this bitter cold. And those who have been already dumped on. It's weird, because down south has been really affected versus up here. Usually the northern parts usually get dumped on before the south does. So I'll be praying for those who have been suffering through all this cold. And I think it was in Northern Virginia that had a bunch of shutdown. There's an accident on the highway somewhere, and what I heard on the news, that is, I briefly heard it when I was cleaning at someone's house. They had the news on, and so I heard a bunch of crap going on down south. So I was like, So y'all, I've been praying for y'all in different states, and then I've been praying for stuff that's going on, all everyone's sickness and the ones in the hospital. I've been praying for those who actually need it. Those who've had loved ones that already passed on, I've been praying for them. So yeah. Oh, recently one of our clients passed away, so I don't know if I mentioned that. I think I mentioned that she was moving away, but sadly she passed on. And honestly, for the longest time, I think it was the best for her, cause sorry, you just saw me have a little mouth defunction there, I guess you could say. But sadly, yeah, she passed on. But at the same time, I'm grateful that the Lord took her, because I knew she was ready. She was wanting to see her husband and see whoever else and see Jesus. So she's in a better place than what we are right now. So I wouldn't mind be going there soon, you know. I'm looking forward to that day that we get to see Jesus and praise him and not feel pain, not feel sorrow, not feeling crappy all the time. Well, that'll be great. I'm so looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I can keep doing what God has called me to do. That is preach the gospel and live his word. Live his living word out. Anyway, so yeah, I've been praying for you guys. I'll be praying for those who are suffering. And anytime I hear an ambulance, I instantly start praying for that person and for anyone that is being involved in that situation. So anytime I hear sirens, I start instantly praying for them. So I don't know who they are, but it doesn't matter. I'll pray for any of those who are in emergency crisis at that moment. So anyway, I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to just see if I have time to go vacuum, and I also need to go to the bathroom. So I don't know if I'll be vlogging any more time, so sorry about this short vlog, kind of sort of vlog. I've been kind of rambling the entire time, but anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna close it out because I don't know what else to say or do, and it's already evening as it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, keep on smiling, stay positive. I love you guys, and Jesus most certainly does love you. And I'll see you guys next time in another video. So bye.